Bam. The late adopter. Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome to a new day, to new Sunday, 9:30 Central European Time, daily Bitcoin video every single day on the dollar, never late, always on the dollar. How you guys doing? Welcome to the chat. Yeah, it's Sunday, guys. Give me a break, like, you know, we're not gonna talk about that. But I see a lot of optimism in the chat. I see everybody is like talking about, you know, some kind of 150, 200k targets. Not exactly, you know, but I'm here to tell you, like, chill a little bit down, take it easy. We are not there, we are close, we are not there yet, we are close, you know. So, you know, this is the very, you know, dangerous time, because, you know, when you get to this point, you know, sitting just below certain resistance, you know, and you are very, very bullish, so you buy in, and then it gets rejected by the resistance, right? Who of the green is in the chat? Ron is in the chat. Hi Ron, how you doing? Nihal with his targets prediction is there. Who more? Brand is in the chat. Brand is in the chat. The devil, and yeah, not a lot of green names today in the chat, you know, but some. I need my coffee, man. The merch, guys. Seed lines, the merch. We got the merch. 36k rejection, maybe. You look younger, yeah. It's probably because of all the sun, man. I get too much sun in here. Hello, Mr. Adapter and the chat. Good morning, everybody. So, are you guys interested in what I think about what's gonna happen right now? Sasha is here as well. Hi there, hi man, hi there. I like the green names. Okay, let's see over here what's happening. I was doing something like this, and then there we go. The lines, guys, the lines. You see the lines? See, like, that's why I'm saying that, like, you gotta take it easy. You gotta take it easy, right? You gotta take it easy, because we are hitting the lines, guys. We are hitting the lines from the bottom up, right? We are hitting the lines, and you gotta take it easy. Like, it's not, we are not there yet. We are close, but not there yet, right? So, you know, anything can happen. You had Q&A at 4 a.m. It's your 4 a.m. It's my you know, 12 a.m. But yeah. But it wasn't actually Q&A, it was just a chill stream, you know. It's nothing, not a big thing, you know. I had nothing, I was worried, you know. I made a Patreon video without the sound. It was half an hour video, and that was the second take on the video, and without the sound, you know. So I kind of got frustrated, and I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna do live stream, and you know. That's that. Anyways, guys, you see these very, very nice lines. I mean, who has these beautiful lines? Which other YouTuber, technical analysis, anybody got as nice lines are my lines? Like, my lines are the most beautiful lines you would ever seen. These lines are so nice. They are insane. They are insane. They are perfect parallel lines. They fit perfectly. They tell us the story that we are in the channel, and they tell us, like, so close, but not there yet. So this upper resistance line, we broke that actually once over here, you know, and, you know, find some kind of resistance up here, doesn't matter which one, crashed back down. What's happening inside the channel? What happens inside the channel is very important. You can see here previously, we went all the way up to the channel, down to the middle of the channel, got some kind of zigzag pattern, went down and bounced off of it. Now this is important. We bounced all the way up. You can see with this wick up here, we bounced all the way up to the line, down to the middle, and then bounced out. Okay. We tried to do that before, like, but without any, you know, any luck. And over here it was very good try, you know, but it failed and went all the way down to the, you know, to the support, and then we are doing it again. We went up, no, got resist here, all the way down, and now we are trying again, all the way up to the resistance, down to the middle support, and now bouncing back again. So will this move be something like this over here? You know, that's the question. Are we going to do this for the second time and try to get out of this damn channel, right? That's the thing. Like, I'm gonna do something like, you know, get out of the channel right now. So I'm saying we are close because we are sitting at the resistance itself. Like, It's so close, but we are not there yet. And I know a lot of people get like very excited about this. They see this, and you know, you are breaking the 20 moving average, but they don't see the lines. They don't see the lines. You see in the 20 moving average, you don't see the lines. Also, there is a 50 moving average right above us, you know, so you should be careful either way. But you know, the lines, you gotta know where the lines is, and this is the line, and this is the line. They are very important lines. And however you twist and turn around, you know, this, let me just see, because, you know, why not? Let's see this, this over here, from here. Yeah, it does fit. The channels are working, look at this. Oh my God, it's beautiful, guys, it's beautiful. How do you like that? How do you like that? Like, do you like the channels, guys? Do you like the channels? The channels are nice. The channels are very nice. So if we start going up here, you know, target should be something around 38, 39K, something like that. 38.7 or something like that. No, nobody has the nicest lines than me, man. Nobody has the nice lines. I love my lines, you know. People are, yesterday on the live stream, we are talking about visible range volume profile, like support and resist line. People are, hey man, why are you not using VPVR? How can you know where the support and resistance are by looking at VPVR? Like, you know, it's really hard. It's really hard. We don't do that on this channel. We know exactly the numbers on the dollar where support and resistance lines are. And you know, you can see this over here right now, that, you know, we are pros on this channel. We are pros. And you know, see here, like, how can you get this target up here without with using VPVR? You can't. Okay, so right now, of course, we are breaking the 20 moving average. Yesterday we did not break the 20 moving average over here, and you know, like we said, like, it doesn't matter. That's not rejection. They're just like, you know, we're trying. As long as we stay right below here at 20 moving average, that is trying to break. You can see here right now we are breaking to the next resistance up here in the channel, and we are stopping right there right now. Now there is not more than one resistance up here. You know, we have been talking about, you know, 20 moving average, 50 moving average. There is also 200 moving average right here that's going on the 4-hourly time frame, and this line up here, this resistance line at 35,911, is very important, guys, very important, because this is actually it's telling us, like, because, you know, higher high, you know, you want to get above this level to create another high to get this bullish momentum going, right? And also we got low, higher low, and stuff like that, right? So you want to higher highs, higher lows, and you want to go up. But you can already see here that this is creating some kind of a channel or a wedge, right? Some kind of channel or a wedge. I'm going to show you. So, you know, I'm here to tell you, like, take it easy a little bit, take it easy, because even though we are sitting at resistance, even though we might break the resistance, you know, it might be something like this again. But I hope it's not gonna be. I hope it's not gonna be. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit secret in the technical analysis world. Okay, when the price, I'm gonna show you this over here. So when the price does something like this, right? Price goes something like this, and then XK goes very fast to the upside, right? What happens here is the moving averages have to start, you know, following the price, right? And then what happens is the price starts ranging in the range and waiting for the moving averages, right? Ranging and wait for the moving averages, and then it hits moving averages and starts climbing the moving averages. But this pattern that's being created over here happens a lot of time. What happens is that you get some kind of moving average that goes something like this, and price that escapes and starts climbing the moving averages, right? And when this happens, oftentimes, this actually goes towards the upside, not towards the downside. It starts climbing the moving averages, but, you know, it's creating this curvature. Well, there are a lot of lines. It's creating this curvature where it's just hugging the, you know, moving averages. It's hugging the moving averages. It cannot escape to the upside. It cannot escape to the upside. Eventually, it just breaks to the downside. Eventually, it just breaks to the downside. Okay, so that's what happening here, just inverted. So if you invert the chart, we can just clean up over here. What do you see here? We escaped the moving averages down here, right? Escaped moving averages, and right now we are climbing the moving averages, right? We are climbing the moving averages over here, and right now these are also coming. And when you start doing this and you cannot, you know, break the resistance to upside, or this in this case support, eventually you just break to the downside, right? Eventually just break the moving average to the downside. So it looks like it might be something like that's happening right now. We had a big move to upside. It's trying to go, you know, higher or lower, however you look at it. It doesn't seem that it actually has a power to do that. So right now, you know, it tries, it's over here, you know, it fails. Here tried to fall down, no, it's got some support, went down, tried to, you know, go higher, lower, again, failed that. And right now it looks like it's gonna break on the downside over here, or upside, depends on how you look at it. And it just drops hard down here. Once it breaks certain certain resistance, it drops hard. So I'm waiting for this move up here. This is an inverted chart, of course. Let me do it like this over here. But yeah, it goes something like this. You know, you get this move and then you break to the upside over here. It's same thing happened over here. You can see we had you know, previously, you know, we went hard up here and then we started going sideways. And you know, when the price you know, goes up hard and then starts going like curvature towards the moving averages, to upside, this over here was some kind of you know, a rising wedge and stuff like that, right? But when these things happen, you know, then you know, come and then drop hard when you cannot just escape these moving averages. So you climb on the moving, you start going up, you climb the moving averages, but you know, the time goes on, and you know, every time you know, you try to break it, you cannot break, you know, to the moon. You cannot break to the moon, right? You cannot break to create new levels of support and stuff like that. Eventually, you know, these moving averages come up to the price, and you know, you got to decide what's gonna do, you know, and eventually just breaks to the downside, right? Eventually just, so same thing, it looks to me like the same thing is happening here. You can see here, if you turn it around a little bit, you can see here the price is doing exactly the same thing. It went hard up to the upside. Wait, let me just remove this. It went hard to the upside, and it's trying to create these higher highs or lower lows, right? It's trying, but it cannot establish a new level of a channel. It cannot establish a new level of channels, and eventually, when you know, the moving averages come to close, right, and you know, it still cannot bounce above, you know, lower. Eventually, it just fails and just goes the other direction. Okay. Lol, TA is useless when there's market makers for every coin. No, it's not. It works exactly as planned, man. I know people like to blame the market makers, the manipulators, the Bitcoin whales and stuff like that. No! The TI works always, 100%. I am gonna go against everybody and say that there is the manipulation and stuff like that is already priced in, and it's working exactly as planned. And because you do not know tech analysis, that's why you are blaming the ghost in the room, you know. The ghost in the room. You're blaming the ghost in the room. So I think this has a pretty big chance to actually break to the upside, because it was trying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times to break this channel to get into next channel down here. It just cannot do it. I think we have to go a little bit up before we actually go down again, if we are gonna go down again, right? And I said also yesterday I said on the live stream, everybody is talking about 24, 28, 27, 20, 18, 21, 30, 29, 27.5. Everybody is talking about these numbers, right? Everybody. But what you have to know, when everybody is talking about certain numbers and they're not talking about 49, 38, 45, 52, when I'm not talking about the other numbers, the likelihood that other numbers that nobody's talking about is gonna happen. So I'm taking that also as a very positive, bullish sign that Bitcoin will actually go to the upside. But as always, guys, we are not there yet. We have a big resistance over here to break. Not only that, you can see this line, this blue line. We gotta break that. We gotta create higher high. So the first thing is done above the 10 moving average. As long as we close above here, that's very nice. But we got this very much resistance here is immense. We gotta break the resistance. How are we gonna do that? It's questionable, but it is immense. So we're gonna see if we actually can do that. Now, unfortunately, there is a bearish pattern that's forming over here. It's not complete yet. It's not complete, but it is forming, and I'm gonna draw it so you can see it. and I think it is unfortunately a rising wedge. Unfortunately, guys, it is a rising wedge. I think it should be something like this, give or take. It is a rising wedge, and it's not the most perfect rising wedge, but some kind of rising wedge. And you know, it's not the most bullish thing. The good thing about it is we are not sitting at the resistance of the wedge over here. We are not sitting up here. We are sitting down here. So you know, we might even do something like this. We break it up here, go to the top. Maybe try it several times here on the other over here before we actually break to the downside. I don't know how this is gonna play out. The most bullish case scenario is we break out of this rising wedge and just invalidate it right away to the upside. That can happen, but you know, it's always good to know that there is a rising wedge somewhere in the chart, and we should be you know, we should know about it. So this line up here might also act as a resistance. Either way, however you look at it, although I am still a little bit bullish, I know to never take anything for granted right now, and we are sitting at a very immense resistance right now that we have to break. So how long am I gonna give this? Well, first thing first, on the weekly time frame, today is Sunday, you know, so we gotta close above this level, 34,655. We gotta close above that. We gotta close above 34,655, because if you do that, what is gonna happen is that we held the support created down here. Down here we create a very nice support. We went up, you know, and went down to the back to the support. Now we are holding the support. This doesn't mean that you know, the support is gonna hold, but it's a little bit bullish. It's a little bit bullish, but of course you can always drop down or over here. That doesn't mean that you can do that, but you know, that the fact that you're holding support on the week time frame is nice, because you know, you can get, there is a probability for a big green candle. You can see here on the, I think on the 4 hourly, that you know, this level was we tried to break this level for a long time here. This 4 hourly time frame goes up to it, try to break it right back down again, and then you know, bounce right off the 34,655 line all the way to 200 moving average on the 4 hourly. You can see here we get rejected by the 4 hourly, 200 moving average up here, but it's not a problem. It's not a problem, because right now, you know, let me just get back the lines. There we go. You know, it's playing as it should. You know, resistances are there to be hit and to be broken, and right now we are exactly where we should be. Now, unfortunately, I wouldn't say this is a long play. It might be some kind of short play, but it's very risky business either way. So if you're gonna do anything, I would actually be shorting over here and not longing, because we are sitting at resistance. Although you know, there is bullishness, the resistance might be broken, and you should have some kind of stop loss right over here. It's probably above this level up here. If you get up there or something like that, like you know, you should be thinking about closing up here in this 50 moving average, maybe above 50 moving, some kind of you know, stop loss up here, because short is actually more viable option here than long. But as soon as we break this level up here, and as soon as we see that the 50 moving average up here is not actually being maybe even some kind of retest here, you know, once we break the resistance, you know, that's where the long plays come in play. But right now, you know, we are sitting at resistance, and I wouldn't long right now, because it's a risky business. Not only that, we have been seeing on the live stream yesterday that, you know, a lot of these altcoins have these rising wedges going on right now. So whether they're gonna break the downside or not, it kind of depends. People excited that we are still in the 30-40 channel. Yeah, no, we are at upper part of the 30-40 channel. Upper part. You know, and I actually at 35 channel. People are talking about this 40 channel. So people are looking at this entire thing as a one channel. But you know, I think these smaller channels are more valid. You know, so we might actually go all the way up here to the top channel again. You know, somewhere up here. You know, and then break on the downside. So I think it's a real possibility that we might actually go up here, revisit this channel, create another some kind of wick up here. Maybe confirm it with you know, this line with these levels over here. Once this line is confirmed, I think, you know, then we might actually, you know, do some other stuff, But right now, it's really hard to say where this is gonna go. It's really hard to say where it's gonna go because we are sitting exactly on the very resistance itself. You know, we had a nice move today, we had a nice move yesterday, we had a nice move day before that, and right now 3 green candles got us to the resistance, and now we have to see how this resistance is actually gonna play out. But we are unsure whether we are gonna break it or not. Okay, that's hard thing to do, that's hard to figure it out. Just by looking on the on the moving averages on the 4 hourly, it looks like we are bouncing nicely, but right now 200 moving average up here again, a resistance. 1 hourly, we are above all the moving averages. We went up here, we bounced right over here to the next, you know, to resistance. So we might actually go some kind of sideways, wait for these moving averages again. Let's see how the 50 to 5 minutes are actually working out. Yeah, they're climbing, they're slowly climbing, but whether we're gonna actually break it or not, it kind of depends. Let's see down here at MACD, what's MACD telling us, daily MACD. Yeah, maybe, because we are slowly going towards this zero line with the MACD line. So on the daily we might actually cross the zero line. That's gonna be a bullish thing. We also don't have a big momentum. There is no big momentum. It's a slow steady move to the upside. Which actually means that we might actually just right now start breaking this this resistance over here and going higher. So that might actually be quite bullish move for Bitcoin. And also you can see here that the MACD on the weekly time frame has started converging. I guess, you know, the MACD line and single line have started converging. The momentum is starting to break out. Sure, we are looking to break this zero line and get some kind of bearish momentum downside. But you know, I don't know if I explained, because might have spent to the Patreons yesterday, you know, but that video got deleted because no sound. That, you know, going below the zero line over here, it does give us bearish momentum. But since this is the momentum on the MACD is declining, that you know, we might actually just turn around over here, you know, and start going upwards. So, you know, this might actually be coming to an end, you know, it's hard to say whether it is coming to an end or not. But, you know, it looks bullish, but we are at resistance. Looks bullish, but at resistance. Keep that in mind. Anyways, guys, any questions? Any questions about BTC, not about ICP? Where's my coffee? Oh, man. Look at the weekly RSI, clear downtrend line. Let's see that, man. Yeah, but downtrend line got to be broken sometime. You know, they got to be broken sometime. You know, you cannot push this down forever. At one point, you break it. You know, so the longer it actually goes down, probability, but you know, statistics, you know, probability goes up. So the longer you go down, the probability goes up. So that's actually a good thing. Hi Tila, how to invert your chart? Oh, that's nice. That's nice you ask, man. Press Alt and I. Alt. I'll type it up here. Alt plus I. There you go. You press these two buttons and you invert your chart. Guys, do you remember the games before in like 1980s? You know, you would go to these arcades and, you know, play games in the back. How fast you can click, you know, and you know the sprinting, the skiing, any kind of sports, any kind of hitting or something, like you had to be really good at pressing, like. Can BTC go down from here and please say my also? Can BTC go down from here and please say my also? No, I'm young. Michael, the funny guy, Michael. Keyboard broken. Too much coffee, dude. No. Arcade Gaze Samurai Showdown. Hyper Olympics. Yeah. And like a lot of games had this like spamming button. The faster you could spam a button, the better you would do. So people would be like, they would take like the you know, the keyboard and like, They would be holding it like between the feet. Anything to get like really good like momentum with the hitting. Does TA work? Of course it works. If TA didn't work, we wouldn't be doing TA. Of course it works. What's the best app to do TA on iPhone? TradingView.com. TradingView is the ultimate, the best. TradingView.com. Yeah, there's link down below. Yeah, use my link, guys. It's affiliate link, so use my link. TradingView.com. It's probably the best, the most insanely good tank analysis chart app for like ever. Like everybody is using it. It's so good, and they are updating it like really often. Like every week there is something new, or every month there is something new. They're updating, they're making better. They are changing it. Like it's super good. The trading. If you're not using TradingView for tech analysis, you're doing something wrong. There is one guy that still doesn't want to use it. There is one guy that, you know, the crypto, Kevin Svensson, he's using CryptoWatch, something called CryptoWatch. Like nobody uses CryptoWatch, but he's sticking with CryptoWatch. I'm thinking he is getting some kind of affiliate money from that, or maybe that's his platform. I don't know. But everybody using TradingView.com, guys. Everybody using TradingView.com. I'm a new member here. What's your name? Magnus Carlsen. I'm from Norway. I'm a chess master at 1590. Can BTC go down from here? And please say my name also. I don't know, man. Stop spamming. Michael, do your job. People are spamming the chat. They said like same thing like 50 times. Michael, just like mute them for 2 minutes or something like that. Tila, how about drawing ascending triangle instead of rising wedge? Ascending triangle instead of rising wedge. Yeah, that sounds interesting. Let's do that, man. Let's do that. How do you want to draw the you know, the ascending triangle? You want to draw it like this over here, down here. This is broken, so it got to be something like here, but it's not actually working out. You know, then these lines down here, like how are you gonna draw the ascending wedge, man? No, it's ascending triangle. I don't know. Well, Michael's not doing his job, you know, so I'm gonna. Okay, I made a mod. Right. There we go. Can I have diagonal fib? Diagonal fib? No, you can't. To see diagonal channels, will it be effective? Yeah, I was trying to do, you know, the fibs for the channels, you know, the diagonal channels, but it's not working out. Not the way I see it. Like, not the way I see it. Now, you might actually, you know, you guys that are into the channels, you know, and stuff like that. Not channels, but Fibonacci and stuff like that. You might be, you might like to use, where is it? Channels, Fibonacci channels or something like that, right? So, you know, but which line are you gonna use? Which line are you gonna use for Fibonacci channels? Wait. I don't know. Is this legit? Nah, it looks crap. It looks crap like me. You know, I don't like using Fibonacci's on anything, guys. I don't like using Fibonacci's on anything. I think according to his hair, we will slightly pull back to the left side, then at right side pump. Always bullish morning from WK land TLA. Johan, hi man, how you doing? So 500k next week then. Yeah, at least 500k. You said at the experiments. It's putting the wrong decision, Fibs. The wrong direction. There is no such thing as wrong direction, man. You know, you can do with Fibs. You can pull them at any way you want. You know, and you know, it doesn't matter where your channels are going. You know, to the upside. I don't know. TLI is the crypto Mimir. You know the Norse god of wisdom, Mimir. Never heard about it. I don't actually know the Nordic of wisdom who that is. There's hardly any volume though. The channels you have can also work horizontal. The channels can work in any ways, man. The channel, that's the thing, like people don't understand the channels, you know, so you know, channels do work, you just need to find the right channels. This isn't the right channel. You just need to write, channels are all over the place, and channels work on all time frames, channels work on everything. You just need to find correct channels, right? You just need to find correct channels. That's the thing. It doesn't seem to be this one, at least. You know, you just need to find correct channels. That's the trick, is finding the right channels, but they work on all kinds of stuff. Anyway, did I miss the bull run? I think it's funny. I think it's funny you said that, man. I think it's funny you said that because, you know, these things happen too fast now. So let's just recap what we have right now. There is a rising wedge up here right now, going up here. I'm not gonna redraw it, but there is a rising wedge. You can draw it on a 4 hour. You can pretty easily see pretty easily. It goes here, 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 you know, and down here. So there is rising wedge definitely going on right over here right now. But it does look bullish. On the other hand, we are sitting at a very resistance right now. Breaking the 20 moving average, which is quite bullish, you know, but we can always have a red candle down here, so never say never. You know, if we start falling down here, you know, get resisted by this level up here. Here is a huge amount of resistance, and I wouldn't be starting being any kind of bullishness unless we break the 5,911. I'll put a number up here. I think it's very important number, like 911. I think we gotta get above this level. If you cannot get above this level, like it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be hard. Also, this 50 moving average might actually cause us some problems on the way up, so we're gonna see how that actually works out. But the first thing first, like, you gotta, like, it's nice candle, you know, we are up some of it, you know, but you gotta get above the 59,911. You gotta get above. You gotta create higher high. This higher high. You want to create higher high up here. If you don't do that, like, what are you even doing? Yeah. So, you know, if we get rejected down here, it's gonna be hard. So I said, like, it's no time to go long right now because you are sitting at the very resistance. And keep remembering, we are shorting resistance, we are longing support, and right now we're sitting at resistance, not at support. So keep that in mind. Down here might be some kind of long play, but even this is a risky play because, you know, you're below some moving average and stuff like that. But right now it is kind of risky. It's kind of risky. So we're gonna see how this is gonna play out. You know, maybe on Monday, you know, we might actually start breaking into something like that. We're gonna see that. But right now, I think like. It needs a little time to break this level, these levels. Hey, I did a fib diagonal. You want me to send it? Yeah, sure, send it. I'd like to see it, man. I like to see it. If you can find very nice diagonal fibs, like I'll look at anything that has to do with TI, man. On this channel, we like TI, so anything that has to do with TI, any kind of lines, any kind of ideas, we look at them. You know, if it holds as support. I'm high on hopium. That's the best kind of high you can have, man. High on hopium. ADA, no, I'm not gonna do ADA. So let's, yeah, and on the weekly time frame, you know, this looks very bullish today. This looks super bullish because, you know, the line down here, it's actually holding. The support is actually holding. You can see here, it's very nicely holding. If we even zoom out, you can see here that we held the previous level really nicely. And right now bounced off the level, so, you know, next week might actually go higher. Not only that, if you can manage this week to get above, you know, 35.6, that's kind of high. But, you know, it's possible. If you can close above 35.6, not only do we have a, like, support holding, we also have a bullish engulfing candle. So, you know, there's all kind of possibility that can happen next week, so we're gonna see. We need to help people to know the truth. I don't want anyone to lose money this effing composite opponent. There is nothing bullish for gut. Of course there is bullishness, man. Of course there is bullishness. There's always bullishness and there is always bearishness. And when you're talking about composite, man, you're talking about probably that this is some kind of distribution phase, since you are already bearish, and you are saying that this isn't accumulation, this is distribution, right? But, you know, the fact that you are talking about composite, man, it's just like saying the market, you know, the market. But there is bullishness, there is definitely bullishness. The fact that you do not see bullishness, you know, it's up to you. I'm not saying that we are gonna be you know, bullish, gonna go to 200 right today, you know, but it is sitting at the resistance. It is trying to break, you know, there is some kind of bullish. If we break this level up here at what was that? Let's just go a little bit back at 35,900. If we break that level at 35,900, that's gonna be bullish, man. That's gonna, I don't care what you say, that's gonna be bullish. Check Twitter TLA. Okay, I'll check Twitter. Let me see what he sent me. Let me see what he sent me. Let me see what he sent me. Basically nothing. I'm checking Twitter. I didn't get anything on Twitter, man. Nothing on Twitter. Nope, nothing. Nada. Zero. Can you check the full Wyckoff schematic and tell me if we are still in accumulation? Chaco Ban. Chaco Ban, first you are telling me there is nothing bullish, for God's sake. And now you ask me to check Wyckoff schematic and tell me if we are still in accumulation. You should already know whether we are accumulation. If you are claiming that much that we are in, you know, that this is bearish, then you should know that this is not accumulation. This is distribution. If we are bearish, if you are bullish, it's accumulation. Ascending triangle target is 2 minutes uploading. You need 2 minutes to upload a screenshot. Am I correct? Please ban Chuck. Nah, it's okay, man. He's not spamming. As long as people are not spamming, they can, you know, they can be a little bit loud. It's okay. But the other guy was spamming, you know. So, you know, I don't like, you know, spamming doesn't have any effect. No, this is redistribution. So why are you asking me to check the schematic if this is still accumulation? If this is you should be asking me to recheck the redistribution schematics. Now, on the other hand, I won't do that because, you know, I'm not some kind of Wyckoff expert, or I like that much Wyckoff. It's interesting to see, but the psychology behind. But, you know, people are expecting, you know, perfect play out of the Wyckoff accumulation or distribution parts, or reaccumulation or redistribution. And if it's just a little bit off, people like, ah, man, it doesn't work out. It's not like that. It's not like, you know, perfect. It doesn't have to play out perfectly, you know, but the phases, the movements has to kind of align, you know. There must be some kind of a psychological psychology behind the movements to make the price do what it says doing. You look around, maybe BTC isn't for you. I think it's all already priced in. Everything is priced in. This is accumulation. Okay, I'm not waiting for any more Twitter stuff. When it comes, it comes, you know. But that said, guys, take care. 35,911, important level to break. And right now you can see here the resistance is right now holding. We broke through the 20 moving average, so that's actually a nice thing. But, you know, we still got some kind of resistance area up here, and until we actually break that, it's hard to say that whether we are bullish or bearish, guys. But again, take it easy, take it easy. When will this fall stop? The fall has stopped like since down 30k, man. It just went upwards. Just went upwards. Also the volume, look at the volume, guys. Look at the volume. Look at this curvature. Look at this curvature. This is telling me that, you know, the interest in the move to the upside is fading away. So this rising wedge might actually be a thing, guys. This rising wedge might be a thing since the volume is fading away. Look at the volume. It's dropping like a stonk. You know, so be careful, guys. It might be a fake out. It might be some kind of, you know, it's getting you bullish all the way up here and just get rejected and go down. Be careful. 1 year price prediction, people say 200k. $37,582. 1 year prediction. I found something interesting in the chart. It can go up or it can go down. Of course, every chart can go up and down. The probabilities, guys, probabilities, how much probability to the upside, how much probability to the downside. Of course, it's up and down. Of course, it's up and down. We are looking for the probabilities. That's what technical analysis is. That's what most people don't understand. People think that technical analysis has to go up or down if you say it's going to go up or down. No. No. It's like a football match. There's a probability that one team wins or the other team wins. We don't know actually which team is gonna win. You can claim which team is gonna win, and you can have a bragging rights if that team wins, but we don't know actually which team is gonna win. And the same here, we don't know actually what direction it's gonna go, but we know that probability the upside and downside, you know, switch a little bit. When probability the upside is very great, we go long. When probability the downside is very great, we go short. And right now we go neither long nor short, because like 50-60 up or down, right? When you went up, you hit some kind of resistance, so we're not quite sure what's gonna happen. You're not gonna put your money on some kind of match between two teams that have equal amount of chance to win, right? You're looking for like some imbalance where the one team is a big probability, and then you're gonna bet on that team, right? Unless you are a gambler and you're gonna bet the opposite direction, you know, against the market and stuff like that. That can also be a thing, right? But it's only probabilities to the upside, probability to the downside, and there is no certain things. Nobody knows whether, you know, whether we're gonna hit the 100k or 50k, you know. Everything is probability. What's the probability both up and down in terms of percent? Right now it's like, I think it's like 50-50, because we are hitting. That's why I'm saying this isn't something that you want to trade, because we went up, sure, very nicely. We're breaking some kind of resistance, but there is still a lot of resistance right over here. So as soon as we actually break here or up here, you know, we are getting to the next resistance, stuff like that. The best thing is not actually to go long when the price is going up, you know, it's actually going back on the pull down. So we want some kind of pull down, you know, and then go long, right? We want some kind of pull back and then go long. But over here, these are short plays. These are short plays. These are not like long options right now. Check Twitter now. Okay, man, there is a message for me. There is a message. There is a request. You select the channel top line. At one point we start an end point at top line. Only one line and not top to bottom. Yeah, I get it. I get it. So okay, let's remove the moving averages. Let's clean up everything. Well, we're not gonna clear everything. We need some kind of reference line, so I don't have to redraw it several times, right? It's not this one. It's this one over here. I'm just doing Fibonacci because why not, guys? Why not, right? Over here, we pull it down, something like this, right? This should be it. Then we can remove this. We can move this one over here. You can see some kind of Fibonacci. I don't think it actually. It might be respected. I don't like it. I don't like it. I think channels should be parallel. I think parallel channels work a lot better than Fibonacci channels. I don't know, man. I just think so that. Max Kaiser says 250k and he's predicted the last decade, right? No, he hasn't predicted the last decade, right? Max Kaiser hasn't predicted. I mean, he's throwing out numbers all the time, so you know some numbers might be hit or not, some stuff like that. But Max Kaiser is a huge Bitcoin maximalist, huge Bitcoin bull. He owns a lot of Bitcoin, so of course he's gonna, you know, always say 250, 300,000, because you know in the future, like in 10 years, sure, it's gonna be like 200,000, whatever, right? In 10 years, because he doesn't care. He's gonna hodl for 10, 20 years. But you, he's gonna hodl for a next 3 months, next 6 months, or something like that. Is it gonna be 200k? Like, we don't know. I want Lambo too, but I don't know. So if you break down, are we going to 24k? Not right now, not right now. We're gonna see if we start getting reject down here. and then start falling back down again, you know, and then we gotta go through some resistances down to 24k. But this double bottom one down here did hold. Right now this support down here did hold. We are creating higher highs that are working out well, but we got a low volume and we got some kind of a rising wedge up going on up here, so we are not quite there yet, not quite there yet. Fib is parallel lines. No, Fib is not parallel lines. What you talking about, man? Yeah, sure. Okay, sorry. It have parallel lines, but the distance between the lines is not the same. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, you are correct. It are parallel lines. I understand that, but the distance is not, you know, the same. How would you call the distance? You know, because distance between these two and these two is exactly the same, right? The measurement is the same. That's what I'm talking. I know there are parallel lines because they never cross, right? But 30k first, break 30k and nasty wick to 25 could be possible. Yeah, I mean, you can hope for that, but right now, I mean, people, like I said earlier in the stream, like a lot of people are actually hoping that we are just gonna, you know, go down to these kind of levels down here, but they will buy and we're gonna go to the moon, and you know, that might actually never happen, and we might actually just start going up until they start FOMOing in, and then we actually crash, right? That can also happen. You never know. It's kind of hard play to do right now. Either ways, guys, it's a long stream, 52 minutes. What am I doing, guys? What am I doing? 52 minutes stream on a Sunday morning, 9:30 Central European time, exactly on the dollar every single day. Anyways, guys, I hope you found this stream interesting. Tomorrow, 9:30 Central European time, also gonna, you know, do this Bitcoin video. We do Bitcoin daily video every single day at 9:30 Central European time. Why? Because we gotta know what Bitcoin is doing, because Bitcoin is gonna move our alts. And one time, you know, Bitcoin is gonna pump so hard. You wanna know when it pumps, because when it does that, your alts are gonna do like 20-30% plus, you know. That's the moment money is being made. That's the moment money is being made. Anyways, guys, thanks for joining. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching the Bitcoin live stream. Hit the like button on the way out. You know, subscribe to the channel if not subscribed to get the notifications for the tomorrow's stream. Check the Patreon if you want to learn tech analysis, you know, crash course. The real way to do tech analysis, not some mumbo jumbo. No. This is how the tech analysis is done. It took me a while to figure it out, but you know, if you want to know the secret creme de la creme of how the tech analysis is supposed to work, check that out. It's gonna put you in the right direction, so you don't have to go through all the crap that I went through to figure out how it actually works. Anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by. Neglect X was the first person commented when I started, and right now Neglect X is also seeing it commenting right now when I'm closing it. So you know, it's good time to find the stop button and say thanks guys for watching. See you around. Bye bye.